Today, Precarious plays Stardew Valley!
Things, look!
Oh yeah, see, have you used these before?
No.
These are how the wild seeds work. It just gives you whatever the season's plant is, like the wild stuff.
Yeah, just randomly.
Yeah, and I think, I might be wrong, but I think that this might count as foraging experience and not farming experience.
Cool.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it too, especially because these plants are so cute. Because they're blue purples, and orange yellows, which are complementary and adorable together.
Unfortunately, I think,
Oh, wow.
were those the ones that you got? Were those the ones that you got from completing the foraging bundle?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
You can eventually craft them, but I don't think that you have the required skills.
I'm gonna keep the gold version of everything because...
Oh well, too late.
What?
Whenever you're crafting, the quality doesn't matter, so you should have just kept the crappiest ones and...
Oh, yeah. Well, it's because I'm a hoarder. It's not...
I think it's a
I
weird...
was just gonna keep them because this is my fancy box
Okay.
with shiny things in it.
I remember feeling really odd.
It's valuable but has no other purpose. It says
This is the box.
No, yeah, this golden pumpkin is what I use to designate this box.
Valuable, no purpose. Other than value.
It's valuable. I kind of want to go fishing today.
But I remember thinking that it was pretty interesting, playing this, how, like, I wonder if that's a parallel to real life, where I was keeping all of the worst stuff for me, and then just selling all of, like, the best looking stuff.
I think that's fair to say sometimes. Does he has much?
No, he'll get big and fluffy.
Hey, friend. Flaffers.
Has no wool right now.
Fluffers. Hey, Fluffers. Love you, Fluffers.
Oh, Flappers looks sad.
Why is Fluffers sad? What the hell? Why is he sad?
Because he doesn't know you very well. It's weird because it seems like whenever he doesn't have any wool right now.
I
You already
wasn't
did
trying
that.
to do shit to him. Hang on, I was trying to walk away.
God, you bully!
I'm sorry. It got him scared.
Just rubbing the shears all over his not very woolly exterior.
Oh, I feel like a serial killer.
Yeah, so it's a little odd because as your animals grow to like you more, their mood is just generally higher, even if the circumstances of their lives don't really change. I thought it was peculiar anyway.
Wait a minute.
Stardew Valley, I have taken one screenshot, I think, of my activities in the game. And because I'm a little forgetful sometimes, I use the Steam screenshots feature pretty heavily just to help me catalog stuff. Especially in Starbound and Kerbal Space Program.
Yeah.
But something about Stardew Valley, just because it's so sweet and it feels so consistent. Like I always feel like I'm just leading a farm life. So it never really feels like, oh, I need to take a photo of this because this is some crazy occasion.
Yeah.
Although now that I'm thinking about it, I wish I had taken a few more screenshots, just because some of the older Harvest Moon games had a photo album, and it would be kind of like that, but I'd just be making my own gosh dang photo album.
Yeah.
So that could be kind of cool. Anyway, I took a photo of the first time that I broke the funding, the earnings tally that happens at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
The one that launched with the game. Since then, it's been patched to have an additional digit.
Yeah.
But Bale, go ahead and put up that one screenshot, and I'll send it to you. Oh, you're mining it.
I know.
Oh,
Oh, there is stuff in there.
Okay.
Oopsie.
are you gonna move that one closer to your memos?
Yeah, I'm tired of forgetting to put stuff where it needs to go. I could have just made another one, though. That's okay.
I mean, you'll probably wind up making a many of them.
Another dozen or so.
Yeah. So, I think that it is not game breaking by any means. But I'm pretty sure my character has millions of gold, millions of G.
Oh.
And I wasn't even like trying super duper hard.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just nowhere for it to go. Which is weird because the game starts out very, very strongly. It does a great job early on. Because, like, think, you had to really push yourself to get the resources to make that barn happen.
Yeah, I wanted something and I had to work very hard for it. You know, like a good farmer.
But after a certain point, it just sort of breaks down. And that stops happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's nothing, I don't think there's anything in the game that costs millions of G. I'm pretty sure even Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town had something that costs, that was like 1 million G. You could get like a summer home, like a vacation home.
Ooh, cool.
But, well, it didn't, I don't even know what it does because I never got it. I can't imagine it's anything too crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was still there, and it still gave you a goal, and in the event that you actually got that crazy amount of money, you'd be able to spend it on something.
Yeah.
But that's not actually, I don't think that would be wise to just shove in a bunch of stuff that was really expensive.
Yeah.
Because that eventually runs out too. I think that trying to find ways to put a limit on how much you can earn would probably be better. But at this point, I don't know how interested I'm talking about stuff that I'm interested in seeing. I could completely see why someone would look at this game and go, no, it's fine, it's just sort of cute and fluffy, and it's fine just like it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to have a more sophisticated economy. But here's an idea that I think would be fairly easy to implement.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that a lot of players probably like wouldn't even notice it, which I think is like the best. That's the best kind of.
Makes people who care about it happy, and everybody else just doesn't notice it.
Well, actually, what I'm about to suggest is something that wouldn't make you happy, but it would make for a more complex situation to deal with, so it would make it more fulfilling.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that a simple step towards extending the longevity of the economy in the game
Yeah.
would be to add sort of a stacking like market resilience to things that you ship. A simple modeling of market oversaturation. If I ship 500 bottles of alcohol, which is like a thing that I've done before,
Yeah.
in the span of 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure that by the time I get to bottle 500,
Yeah.
it shouldn't quite be worth as much as bottles like one through, maybe like 1 through 90.
Yeah, it would be depreciated because the demand would be lower because you are serving the town of what, Stardew Valley, and I mean, how drunk do people really need to get?
even if the idea is that it's being shipped elsewhere in the world.
This place is scary.
Even if it's being shipped somewhere else in the world, you should start busting up rocks.
Yeah.
And that'll let you go down, because I don't think any of the enemies dropped a ladder. I think that would help. Because that would be a pretty smooth way of making sure that players, at the very least, if they want to earn just oodles of money, they have to diversify and do different things. You can't just pick a single thing and make $1 billion. But again, like, this is something that most people would they would never get to this point, you know?
Yeah.
Which is why I think that I think it would be one of the better solutions for it, because it doesn't really require much player notification. It doesn't necessarily require any, like, GUI additions. Maybe a book in the library is added that explains it, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure people would just notice it. They would just be like, whoa, whenever I shipped that thing, like, whenever I shipped a billion of that thing, I didn't get nearly as much as I thought I was going to. Why is that? And then they'd make a reasonable guess that it's because they oversaturated the market.
Yeah.
And I think it could probably just be like, whatever the base value of that item is, like, without any stars, you know?
Yeah.
It could just be that multiplied by a number, and then whenever you exceed that value, like, maybe it takes like 2 weeks to cool down. Maybe it just drains by a percentage of that base value every day. And anytime you exceed, for the purpose of conversation, let's say like 20 times the base value.
Yeah.
So if you were to, actually no, I think that's probably too low.
Well,
Let's say 100 times the base value. That would let you ship 100 of a thing over a period of an in-game season. And let's say it cools off by 4% a day.
I can't find the thing, and it's very dark in here.
Do you not have any torches?
No.
Open your crafting menu.
I don't have any wood either.
Oh.
Yeah. That's,
The torch is on the top.
Yeah, you need
Wood and sap.
wood and sap. I have neither of those things. I think I'm gonna call it a day and go fishing.
It's almost 9 o'clock.
Night
yeah,
fishing.
I guess because you only got to 36 anyway. Okay.
Yeah, it's no big. I got lots of stones and rocks, cause I rock at fishing.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck me! What the hell? What the hell, man? I was not ready for that. Oh, I was ready for that one. But That son of a bitch was not.
You managed to hook the legendary Stardew Valley lakeside great white.
Yeah, either that or the Stardew Valley under the water Yggdrasil. Like the world's biggest tree branch. And it's like, I can't pull it up. It's just the world tree underneath the waves.
You hooked like the essence of the river. You're just trying to pull the whole river out, like out of its basin, out of its oh. Man, that was a little startling because
that was scary. I was like, oh my god.
I'm in deep contemplation mode.
Yeah, you're like thinking about world economies and how to translate that into something that works mechanically for a game that you really like, that's still in development. I got woods. That was my present. What the hell? Okay. Alright. Alright. See, fishing is exciting. Oh. Maybe it's not exciting.
It's not. It's always exciting.
I suppose not. I got a perch. God, I bet that was like an eel or something awesome. I'm so mad.
And I want to finish talking about economy so we can move on to a different thing, because I'm sure that people are tired of hearing me rattle on about the game would be better if the money was more meaningful after a certain point in the game.
Oh.
You are about to fall unconscious next to a body of water while a strong fish is pulling you. That's a dangerous situation.
I'm gonna eat a mushroom, because they're cheap. Oh my god, what is...
It's the shadow of the great bird. Don't eat a mushroom, go to bed.
I have to
It's
walk
almost midnight.
there. What if I accidentally hit something?
Oh.
I'm not...
You know, that's for you, that's a good point.
Yes. I know me. I know me. I may not...
All right, I'm just gonna shut up, everybody shut up. I'm just gonna, you too, be quiet. You. I'm going to rattle off just a few rapid fire ideas that I've been sitting on them for a while. I'm gonna before we get home. Okay, so here we go. Number 1, I think that the sprinkler system should be more comprehensive, and you should actually have to try a little bit. You should have to put more into them to get them to work, with like an underground layer where you have to have like a water source and then you have to have piping. And it should require less work total than watering all of those crops manually. But it shouldn't just be the fire and forget situation that it is right now. Especially in winter, pipes should break, and you should have to go maintain them. So that way you can't just have this elaborate sprinkler system set up that just pumps billions of gold into your account without having to do stuff. I think that borrowing maybe a more gentle page from It's a Wonderful Life's mechanics, where your animals will occasionally stop making product for you. They stop making product, and then you have to do something to regain their ability. So you have to have your cows. They have to have babies. They have to have calves to make more milk. And maybe you no eating in bed. And then for sheep, maybe you just can't shear them during the winter. And all of the numbers could be messed with so they still give you like the same amount like over time. So they would you would only be getting 3/4 of the instances of sheep wool, but then you would just increase the value of it, so you would get the same amount over the year, over the course of a year.
Yeah.
But then you'd have to think about it. You'd have to be like, oh, well, I'm not gonna have that form of income during the winter. That's actually sort of a poor example. I don't know if I'd actually want that, because you don't have as many things to do during the winter already, so that would be as cool. Buying a damn boat. Buying a boat. Willie has a boat. You could buy a boat, and boats are expensive.
That would be cool. I want a boat.
This game, and I want to bail. Just make the thing go away. Bring the game back up. I'm hijacking the controls. The vault. This game does have money sinks, right?
Yeah.
Like this is what is it? It's this is 30, that's 42,500 G that just poof disappears, right?
Right.
You never get that back. And that it winds up not being enough. Because I know that by my 3rd year I have more money than I will ever be able to spend. Right now, you know? So I've got some ideas, and I'd love to be able to just play Stardew Valley forever. I'd love to be able to play the game so long that instead of wondering about the economy, I'm wondering like, I wonder if there are any plans to implement like older looking sprites or the villagers dying off and being replaced by younger ones. Like I wonder if there's ever going to be if there are any plans to implement a Rune Factory 2 style 2nd generation system where you take control of a kid that you've offspringed. That's what I want to be worried about. I want to be like, oh God, I've got 60 years of Stardew Valley to live before my character gets very old. Yeah. And then I will be grandpa.
And for right now, it's really more of a 2-year type of game. Like you do what you can in 2 years, and then after that, it's just faffing about making your farm look cool.
Yeah. So what I'm mainly doing is I'm trying to use the fact that I've got a thing where we record thoughts.
Yeah.
To basically like make predictions.
Yeah.
Because I know that Concerned Ape talks about how he wants to expand what is, I think, currently called the late game.
Yeah.
So like post-marriage.
Yeah.
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 That, ooh, perfect. Good. I thought of another one. And then we're done. I'm going to talk about other non-economic bullshit. Kids would be perfect because they're expensive. And I think that expanding their role in your character's life would go a long way towards making the game, giving it a lot more longevity. Because could you imagine having to try to pay for college for your couple of in-game kids? They could make it stupid expensive. That's the perfect money sink. It's like,
yeah, it's like
$400,000 and you'll never get any of it back.
Student loans.